Big hits. Hello, good game, and welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time to help support the channel. Today we'll be playing with Bant Yorion Blink, focused around the one and only manifestation stage. If you don't know the card, that's fine. We'll break down the deck list, talk about strategies, synergies, so you guys are able to pilot it effectively, I hope. Also showing you the gameplay footage, and through this experience you'll get a good idea whether or not the deck is right for you and your wild cards. So buckle in, get ready to embark along this magical journey with me today. We're playing Magic the Gathering Arena. This is Yorion Blink within the Quandrix colors, splash of white here to make it Bant. And this is a fun deck. Yesterday we played a Doom of Depth version, still Bant, casting it from our library for free with Gruta. It was pretty cool. Today we're just focusing on mass bounces, right? ETB effects, Yorion value trains, and cool stuff like this. So with that out of the way, a big shout out to Unshaven Leg. This week they won themselves a Scalding Tarns holographic mint condition with a disappearing, right? Whoa, what's going on there? This is a limited edition, invisible sleeve. Pretty cool stuff. And for my next giveaway, right, for my next magic trick, I will make $400 disappear off my credit card into your play collection. 35,000 subs. One person will win a standard play set of the most recent set, and their rare set as well. So, probably around $400. So don't miss out. Get in on it, right? And, without all of this distraction weighing the video down, let's break down the deck and jump into the gameplay footage. Like, comment, subscribe, easy. Download Magic the Gathering Arena System to support as well. Everything's in the Linktree link if you're looking for links. Yorion Blink standard, best of 1, 60 card, 3.4 average, 9 non-creatures with 25 creatures, 26 land in the deck. That's really nice. We've got the scries in here, we've got the pathways, and the deck revolves around the one and only manifestation stage. Like I mentioned earlier, we took a look at this in our last deck. I love it. This is a card that I've been wanting to play around with for a while, and finally got the courage to test it out. When it enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So, if we can get this out on turn 3 off of a Llanowar Visionary that ramps us into it, right? And then draws the card for us as well. So it's very, very nice when we are playing cards on turn 2, on turn 3 that don't empty our hand. For example, Omen of the Sea for 2 mana. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2, draw a card. So you're playing a card, plus you're getting to draw a card. And that's really nice. The same thing goes with the Visionary. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, and then you can tap it to add mana. It's a 2/2, right, for 3. This is great because it's not draining our hand, and we're still keeping tempo by, playing cards worth value every turn. So that's great, and you can replay it because it's an ETB effect, right? So we'll be bouncing it primarily with Yorion. Yorion bounces all of our non-land permanents. They re-enter at the next end step. It's a 4/5. This is great because we can bounce everything at once, right? So it's not only the manifestation stage that we can bounce, it's the Solemn Simulacrum. When it enters the battlefield, grab a land. When it dies, draw a card. It's a 2/2. Quandrix Cultivator. When it enters the battlefield, draw a force or island. Great. We've got Master of the Winds. When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Great. Like I said, the Visionary enters the battlefield, draw a card. Omen of the Sea enters the battlefield, scry 2, draw a card. And then even Prince Charming, a 2/2, when it enters the battlefield, either scry 2, gain 3 life, or exile another target creature you control, then it enters the battlefield on the next end step, which is pretty cool. And we can actually, through Yorion and Prince Charming, have some very, very unique playlines pop off, because it's possible to, Yorion Prince Charming, right? Like, you've got Prince Charming in the play from earlier, you Yorion onto it, it bounces with the rest of your things, everything comes back on your end step, the Prince triggers, at which point you bounce Yorion again. Yorion leaves the battlefield, and then on your opponent's end step, it enters play, at which point, each time you're bouncing the manifestation stage, hopefully, but that last time is on their end step, they're not expecting it, and boom, they've got another creature that they have to block that they might not have been considering. And that's a really cool play that you can make within the deck. is to have the Manifestation Sage enter the battlefield through a blink effect on our opponent's end step, which is quite interesting, right? Moving on, we also do have a single copy of the Shipwreck Dowser, a 3/3 with prowess, and when it enters the battlefield, return an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. And, we have things like Flicker of Fate that we can grab and just basically infinite loop, which is amazing. Exile target creature or enchantment, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control, right? We also have Sleep. Tap all creatures that target player controls, and then they don't untap during that player's next untap step. We're going so wide with the fractals from Manifestation Sage that we just shut down their blockers and we hit pretty hard, hard enough to make it hurt, right? So we can bring back Sleep from the grave, which is really good as well, right? So if we tap their creatures, then we bounce stuff, the Dowser, bring it back, and we can just basically always keep them tapped out, which is pretty cool if you can get it to pop off. It's pretty memey right now. We're still working on making it more competitive, but it feels good so far. We're going to put some counter magic in it, probably some mystical disputes as we continue on the future versions. But, it's close to actually being a good deck. So you guys are going to be surprised, I think. I hope you enjoyed the breakdown, and will continue to enjoy the gameplay footage. Thank you so much for your help and support, whether it's been on Patreon, YouTube, Twitch, Amazon, Into the AM, Grey Viking Games. There's so many different ways to help support the channel. All found within the Linktree link, and you can get in on the giveaways, contests, all of that stuff there as well. So massive thank you to everyone making this a possibility, because if it wasn't for that financial support, I wouldn't be giving away hundreds of dollars back to the community. So cheers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a magical day. Enjoy the gameplay, and we'll see you soon to wrap up. All right. I believe in the heart of the cards, and I believe that we will survive. We're going to get some good pulls here. I think we go with Omen first. Or we just say skip it, go straight to Visionary. More land is good too. Mono white aggro coming at us. Or is it Boros? Probably Boros Winota. No, it's going to be mono white. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Throw up the walls. They're gonna get frickin' mauled and fly us to death, though. And I hate it. The sword. They have a doggery do? How sad. Alright, alright. Just semi-annoying. Five is pretty cool. A little late, but better than never. It's a little late. Selfless Savior's okay. Hopefully they don't ever get a fourth land. Sword goes to the Alciad. Then it goes to 5. Then it gains indestructible. But we do get rid of the dog here. No attacks. Wow. Bounce our Sage. Play the land. I think we should probably get in the air. Draw 2, discard 1. I guess the Visionary can go. I really like the Omen, and I can't risk the land. We play defensively. Stage comes back. We make a 4/4. So it's cool. The deck does stuff, at least. Creatures. We have board state. I do like Manifestation Stage. I think it's good value. There's something there. It's tangible. We just need to break it. They're looking at the field. They're like, what's going on here? What's going on here? They get double block forever, but I've got Luris forever, right? And Selfless Savior on loop. That's good value. That's good value, man. Only one white source of land, though. It's the white sources. We need to crank up the white source a little bit because I'm really liking the Prince flicker on the same turn. Let's just keep going wide. Right? I kind of wanted to main phase Omen of the Sea to try to pull up planes untapped, but I know that's like so greedy. So greedy, bruh. Five, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. Alright, they get their 4th mana. A little bit worried about flying here, yeah. For the time being. Next turn we're going to Yorion so hard. Flying lifelink is ultra annoying. Now that is interesting. That is very interesting. $27. We hit for 1, 2, 7, 11, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24. We get so close. They don't like that. They do not like that. They don't untap, so they remain tapped. Big hits. Down to 3. Let's end our turn. Everything remains tapped. Outside in play. Sure. Cool beans. What if we could play Yorion and then bounce Yorion? The end step thing is trickery. Okay. They're going wide as all heck, but we just have lethal next turn. Probably should have omened, but just like the Manifestation Sage. It's so good. Look at all these things. Whew. All right. The deck works. We beat a mono white deck. That's important, right? Put it off the checklist. Easy. We can beat mono white. We can beat everyone. You know what I mean? Except Sultai Ultimatum, because I hate them. We could adjust the deck in a future video for that, though. Let's play one more. Well, I mean, at least we're playing against another Yorion build. Hopefully it's not Sultai Ultimatum. We can only assume, though, they played a swamp. Oh, no. No. So sleep is useless. Oh, turn 3 cultivate. Banger alert. Banger. Nightmare into our hand. Don't care. I guess they probably take Flicker of Fate. I don't know if they take Sleep. It's probably not relevant to them. The rest are creatures. Don't take my card. Don't be taking my card, sirs. Pretty please. Just press cancel. You don't need to take any of them. Right? You don't need any of them. I guess the land is important. We should probably run counter magic in the deck instead of being so meany, right? It could be Mystical Dispute that we cast for 1 with the island we pull with the Cultivator. That's probably a good idea. Then we could have countered that, see? Yeah. So that's how we edit decks. Takes time. It'd be cool to have a Flicker of Fate for when they try to take something, right? They take a target creature. It'd be cool if we could flicker it once they target it. That's why they took Flicker earlier, right? They were thinking ahead, but we didn't know what was happening yet. Now there's 2 of them! I'm an ambi turner. I can only turn left. That was my favorite part of that movie. I'm an ambi turner. Even as an adult thinking about it now, that's too much. Okay. That's why we've got sleep, right? We need a lot more sleeps. Right, if we don't sleep, then we're dead. Be cool if it also untapped it. We're gonna take our flyer. We should probably just dig for Yorion. I don't know. I don't know. I freaking hate this card. And then, you know what? I'll build decks with Test of Talents in it, and then it won't be a single ultimatum deck for days. Which I guess is an insurance policy all in itself. I've had the worst luck these last couple days. Yeah, it's just like I don't even care. Let's just show you guys, like, this is a concede right here, but let's just show you it, at least, right? I would never pick this, but it's something that hasn't been showcased yet a lot, is the immediate ultimatum. And if they're not going to take it, just like, how do they get hung up on that? Never mind. Never mind. Cancel what I said. Let's go to the next match. Hello. Good game, and welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch the channel. Appreciate that. Hit that like button to show that support. Let's get wild with it. 2 billion likes. Easy. Today we'll be playing with the Yorion version of Manifestation Sage. You know, I've been crushing on this card hard. You can flood the field quickly. Yesterday we played with the Gruta version of it. It was pretty cool, right? Could use some fine tuning. Today we'll be using Yorion to be playing Manifestation Sage in excess, and you know, it's working so good. I love this deck. Bant really has become one of my favorite color combinations within Strixhaven. Sultai is overplayed and everyone's like, well, it's not good as Ultimatum. Who cares? I hate that deck. We're just trying to explore new avenues and have fun while we do it, right? So we're going to break down the deck list for you guys, show you the strategies, synergies, ins and outs, you know, also dedicating a fair amount of time to the gameplay footage, just so you guys get a good idea of how the deck operates, you know, in that real world Mythic environment. And then, you know, you also, through this experience, get a good idea whether or not it's right for you and your wildcards, because I know as a beginner, you know, some of these decks look pretty daunting and you're committing so many wildcards to them. It's like, well, is it really worth it? So, you know, that's why I showcase the decks to their fullest extent, show you all the matches, and, you know, you'll be able to make your decision from that. So let's get into it, take a look at the deck, and of course, if you're looking for any information, Google Hello Good Game Linktree, or of course, it's in the description below if you don't want to be Googling it. Shout out to Unshaven Leg. I know the zoom here is just terrible. Focus. There we go, kind of. 1 Scalding Tarns, complete with a fully invisible sleeve. Right, that's pretty cool. That's a magic trick. That Shaven Legs has won, just for being part of the community. And next, I'll be giving away a complete standard playset. All of your rares in the last standard set, you're going to get those. That's like a $400 USD value, potentially. I'll have to do the math on it for the specific set, but you know, don't miss out on that. It's something I do for myself, and I want to do for the community as well. So subscribe, get into the Discord, put your name on the giveaway list, and it's as easy as that. Let's break down the deck. 60 card Yorion deck, best of 1 standard, 3.4 average mana, 10 non-creatures, 28 creatures with 22 land. So it is quite light inland, but it shouldn't be a problem. Keyword shouldn't, because we have Omen of the Sea to scry for land. We have Prince Charming to scry for land. We have Visionary to ramp for you know, that mana. Simulacrum, and Quandrix Cultivator all grab us that land. Shouldn't be an issue. However, you know, I do think that we could use a couple land in the deck. And so this was the list I played with today. But in all honesty, you know, this temple's got to go up. This temple's got to go up. And we can go down to a single Dowser. And I think these are very, very solid changes to the deck. We can go down a single Flicker of Fate as well. And in all honesty, you know, it's the Master of Winds is probably not as needed either, but it's really good. So we'll leave that there. And I'm actually going to refilm this. All right. You know, we've been playing pretty janky the last couple days. I felt like Standard got super constricted really quick. And I don't want that, right? We just started Strixhaven. There's 2.5 months left, right? We need it to be fresh for at least another 1.5 months. I get that last month is like, oh, Strixhaven again, right? But for the next 1.5 months, it's really important for me to be keeping it fresh every day. So, you know, Manifestation Sage might not yet be tier 1, but that is a card. It is a good card that will see play in the future, guaranteed. Whether it be in this shell or another shell, it's something that I'm going to continue to work on. I think that in Arena, the sleep combo with it is busted. That seems to be very cool, maybe more advantageous than giving it trample even. But we've also seen other cards that give trample quite easily as well. So it's a toss-up in the air. I like it. I think that there's always room for improvement though. And for this, I'm looking to you guys. How can we improve the deck? How can we make it better, more consistent, more reliable than it was today? It's a hard question to answer, but I do think it's possible. I personally think, you know, it's maybe trimming the flicker down. It's grabbing a Mystical Dispute. You know, it might be dropping all 4 copies of the Solemn Simulacrum and taking the Cultivator, right? Upping that to now be playing the Island always to hold that Mystical Dispute, right? But that's still basically the same interaction. Does it need more cowbell, right? That's the question I have for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Support the channel if you can. Check out the link tree for all the free goodies and stuff. And of course, we'll see you soon in the next video. Have a magical day.